Okay. Well, we're back in Obduction, and last time I needed to... we got all the trees connected, and CW said that we needed to blow up the bleeder, which is this guy here. And I had gone and taken a look. I will show you really quick. There were some explosives already already tucked in here, but flipping this breaker, this switch, didn't do anything. And every once in a while it does this. You can hear it charging up, and then it does that pulse, which I have guessed is why they said earlier, I don't know if that's in the mayor's office, but that's why they've said don't swim in that water. So now my job is to look around and see what other hints can I find? What things have changed? For one, so all of these have been moved. These were the panels that I already checked. This, there's no entry to that. But all the panels had been out here and are now hooked up around the tree there. I did get a couple nudges. Thank you again, Diane Graft. To go take a look at the description of the bleeder and how it works. That's in the mayor's office. And then Farley's journal. Oh, and Soria, which I think is... Soria is, I think, the Mofang world, which is the one that Hunrath has been swapped into. Which means going to the... I think that means going to the Earth Tree. So let's go to the mayor's office first. Was it this? Yeah. Here's information about the bleeder, its history, some of the engineering. Built at the request of Mayor Sims to collect and dissipate the ever-increasing power in the entire ecosystem. Mayor Sims was reluctant to allow the system to come to fruition as he and others had become suspicious of Mayor Farley's death. He believed that without knowing more precisely what would happen to the cell wall at fruition, it was ill-advised to allow it to possibly open and allow what might be outside in and what might be inside out. The system has the capacity to throttle all 4 connected worlds. The idea is to suppress the ecosystem power and inhibit full maturity of the trees. It was postulated and has since become apparent that the suppression will keep whatever unknown maturity process from happening and grant us direct control over the tree fruition. Which reminds me of, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Farley's journal talked about whether or not whether it was ethical for people to control nature, if I'm remembering correctly. The rate of dissipation is sensed and regulated automatically. The power is collected through lane engineering, extruding cables that attach directly to the dome membrane. When the maximum power level is exceeded, the dissipation phase is triggered, creating an electrical charge, followed by discharge into the water. Through electrolysis, an amount of hydrogen and oxygen is generated. We capture these for our own use, but the great majority is released into the atmosphere. This gassing might be a cause for concern, were it not for the ecosystem's ability to filter and maintain our atmosphere at near ideal levels. Excess H&O content and pressure generated by the process is rebalanced quickly by the membrane, and as you know, we discourage swimming when the bleeder is operational. Okay. And I don't think there was anything else. That's just the explosive. This is just the meetings, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pardon me. Okay. And Farley's journal. Farley's journal. That means where's the, oh, there's the camera. Transport, please. That whole pulse is something else. You can hear it everywhere. Okay. And I think this way. I think this is the right one. My transport thingy is up at the moment. So I will go around. And I don't remember if going through one of those walls is faster. But I know for sure to get there from this side, so I'm gonna go the long way. Yes. I do remember. I had to think about, oh no, I can't get across at the moment. Can I get across? I have to go around. I have to go around. Okay. You know, I think I'm getting impatient. I think old me. I've been, yeah, that's part of it. I've been spoiled because yeah. There wasn't really, so the ribbon game that I played first was actually sold with the thick walkthrough book because online walkthroughs weren't really a thing. And right. And so I'm a little bit spoiled because I can just ask you guys for hints. And I don't have to do a lot of, was it this? To go all the way to the top, don't I? All the way to the top and then around? I can just ask you guys for hints, and like I'm definitely not letting myself look up any walkthroughs or anything like that. But it's available. And that kind of thing, I think just living in a world where information's much more accessible, I think has spoiled me a little bit. And so instead of taking probably what would end up being more than an hour to meticulously go through every location where I've been previously and see what's different, I'm just trying to guess as best I can. Oh, it plays. I mean, it's hard to tell because the game music. That's cool. I'm hearing think I heard this last time. It sounds a little bit like they're hatching. This was something about their color. I remember that. Okay, it says that the pulsing stops immediately upon removal from Captar because it's induced by the polyarchs, but this is pulsing. Oh yeah, that's what the colors were. Depends on what it was, what the surface is that it's growing on. Did I take a picture of this? Well, I have now. And I'm hearing like wing flapping, kind of like a beetle or somebody hatching. Maybe not. Okay. Why is it floating? That's chain. Like it's part of one of the trees? Okay, Barley's journal. I can't find the words. The Villain. Their life cycle is so foreign, or perhaps not. They launch themselves across expanses of space until at last their technological arcs can hone in and carry them to a new home. They have no connection with their predecessors, but in spite of this, they have amazing recollections of their history. Their stories are epic, reaching back through eons. Unlike many of us who were abducted, they were abducted as a whole. Their scoop moved an entire facility that was about to be annihilated. I've come to believe that they, perhaps more than any of us, have a deeper understanding of whatever this strange system is that we find ourselves in. I need to write this down. We buried Ji-yoon today. This place never really agreed with her. Kept to herself mostly, depressed and downcast. I stayed after the brief words were spoken. I was the last to leave. I wandered to the dome, as I often do, and looked out at the undulating saurian weirdness beyond the cell wall. Movement caught my eye. Now, on very rare occasions, we've seen Mofang scrambling about in the distance, but there have been fewer and fewer sightings over the years. But before me was a tall, haggard Mofang running desperately, almost directly toward me from one of the distant structures. It, I still can't quite tell the gender, got closer and closer. I thought it would see me and stop, or turn around, or be curious about the strange dome and our world inside of it. But it continued running quickly, almost directly to my position. I was frozen in place with curiosity until my reflexes took over the last moment and I leapt out of the way. But rather than hit the dome and fall backward, or come through into Hunrath, the dome flashed its familiar tone and the Mofang vanished. I was stunned for a bit, but retrieved my wits and stepped into the dome myself to quickly get to the side. After getting through, I immediately turned around and saw the Mofang outside on the other side of the dome, still running away from whatever it feared, but as if it had no sense of passing around the dome. As surprising as the event was, it did serve to settle a few things in my mind. I always wondered how no one on Earth noticed what had replaced this chunk of Arizona we have here. I have to vent. There are those who argue with me. Over and over I demonstrate that in almost every case, whatever the process was that brought us here, it occurred at a pivotal moment. They tell their stories, and they still can't admit that the abduction actually saved each of us, all of us. What is it in human nature that grasps so strongly to the past that we blame our saviors for stealing it from us? Okay, just one more vent before bed. If each of us was individually saved from something, then maybe all of us were corporately saved from something larger. Can we really be sure what's left? And this, the arrivers come from various places and times. Sarah got here almost 15 years ago from the year 2055, and Uziel got here 2.5 years ago from 1942. What does this mean? Time here is shuffled and chaotic compared to Earth. What state is Earth in right now? When is Earth right now? It's 3:15 a.m. and I feel compelled to journal this craziness. After spending most of yesterday meditating with the RI, and then most of this evening discussing the nature of these worlds with CW, I had just a sip of infamous Hunrath hooch and collapsed in my chair. Wow, I just awoke from a dream. I'm not one who puts a lot of credibility in dreams, but maybe the RI were able to move something in me to understand. Or, possibly because of the intense discussion, my subconscious mind was triggered to be able to sort out some logical connections. Or maybe it was the hooch. The dream. I was tending a garden, an immense garden, and it wasn't for food or flowers, it was just about the health of the garden. I kept working and working to control it and contain it and make it healthier, but the garden seemed to fight me at every turn, and after what seemed like days of work, I finally gave up in frustration. And as I stood there, doing nothing, the garden flourished before my eyes, growing and spreading in every direction. Because I realized the system the plants were based on was not about me shaping and controlling. The natural system of plants is healthier when they're out of control, when they're free to spread and intermingle and cross-pollinate and mutate. Now, from a human point of view, that might not provide what I want. I get smaller fruit and smaller flowers and untidiness. But from the point of view of the plants, they grow stronger and much more resilient and resistant. The more they are scattered, the higher their odds of surviving. Now that I contemplate, I realize that even the individual plants or seeds may not appreciate the benefit of what's happening. They're torn from their origins, forced into situations that seem extreme, possibly even destroyed by these new environments. But for the seeds that survive, now that's where the real growth, strength, and abundance comes from. It's so beautiful and terrifying. Beyond the beauty of it all is a system and structure that it defies understanding. Okay, what if this is all a natural process? There are signs of something behind it all, but well-hidden signs. So if I look at all of this, the cell, the tree, the water, the seeds, the hub, the health, even the abductions, there seems to be a grand system or plan. This plan doesn't take me into account. It's unemotionally intent on the health of something much bigger. That might hurt my feelings, but what am I in this entire scheme in the universe? I have no idea what, if anything, might have put this process into motion, but that's irrelevant. Tomorrow I will talk to CW. He could be swayed from his battery plan, which my guess is... Folks, I think this is the thing that he's trying to enact now, that Farley thinks shouldn't happen. I don't journal much. I came to write this down because I'm distraught. As I contemplate the plan I've set in motion, I realize I've become the destroyer of worlds. I sat down to write. To seek some cathartic tranquilization, I realized the last thing I journaled was some esoterically beautiful philosophy about letting this garden grow. Not so reaffirming or calming. Nevertheless, here's my reasoning because I have to write it down. Simply, it's us or them. Complexly, if this is some kind of garden and we're the plants or seeds, some of us have gotten together and decided we're the better choice to survive. If the others have unilaterally decided that we won't all survive, I am more fit, damn it. This is not me. I want to be calm and garden, or ungarden, or grow. What gives one species the right to destroy another species? Who gets to choose? Do I just lay down and die because the more aggressive species thinks they're better or more powerful? What brutal scale do I use to measure the good of some against the life of others? Does love ever destroy in order to help more survive, to help love itself survive? Does that even make sense? Can I kill because I think it will bring about more love? What if I'm not even capable of understanding the situation of hate versus love? Maybe I'm the hater. Do I generate this love delusion to help me maintain my sanity in light of the choice I've made? My God, it's too much. If these are just my walls of delusion, then I choose to live within them. I am a seed scattered by the wind, but I will not simply be trampled. I will kick and scream and survive. May God have mercy on my soul. So, okay. My thinking is battery plan. I think I saw that actually the first time. I think I said I had one like it. I did have one like it. Battery plan tells me that maybe if we shut down the big battery, also multiple the Soria Dome, which I think is the seed in the earth side that swapped with Finrath. I genuinely don't remember how I got over there. I think, like, it sounds to me as though oh yeah, this isn't actually. Oh, it's not here. I think I said that last time. It seems to me that, where's my other stairs? Where did I get myself? I always do this. I get myself turned around somehow. Was it over here? Yes, it's over here. Because I always just come around here and go straight up instead of going down here. Silly me. It sounds as though Cecil's plan I don't remember where this goes. Cecil's plan is to explode something. Stop the... Oh, right, this is the bridge. This doesn't do me any good. Allow the trees to get to full maturity? Well, that sounds like... Okay. If Cecil's trying to... explode the bleeder, that means he's trying to get the trees to full maturity and allow whatever this process is to actually continue. And it sounds like Farley is no longer in favor of that. Does that sound right? Cecil keeps saying we get to go home. But what does that even mean? Like, I think this just connects to the same portico, right? Yeah. And there's nothing... Okay. I looked over here and it was super cool, but there wasn't really much to do. This is just the hive area that's currently not available. What I might do oh, of course. Doi. I can get through to the Soria seed bubble thing through the tree because they're all connected now. That's very silly of me. Okay. Can I step? I can't step through here. I have to go around. Is this? No, this way isn't. Because it's down there. How do I keep getting myself turned around? I'm not turned around. How do I just keep leaving. I keep leaving my transport spaces. Okay. Is this sphere swapping, seed swapping spot here? No, it isn't. It's already in Hunrath as well. Okay. I will go back. A long way. You know where I didn't go? I didn't go across. I don't know if I need to, but I didn't go across this bridge. The big mechanical one. This one. Because this goes somewhere. Now is this? Oh, this is across. Right? Yeah, and I turned off. I had turned off this machine. Yep. That's all it was. Okay. I was right. I didn't need to. Okay. This way. Oh. One more, please. Go. Remembering to travel through the tree roots. That's an important. So back to the tree. Yeah, I feel like my next step, I'm gonna go look at what can be seen in Soria. But I really feel like my next step is to see what happens if I turn off the battery. Although I can't tell if I should check with Cecil first. So this is yellow. What color am I looking for? Am I looking for red? Which one is red? Yeah, it is red. Hey. Poor tree. Okay, what can be seen? It's really hard to tell. Like, everything about it is just destroyed. Like, whatever the blast was, and all of the rock into obsidian. There's not much. Oh, there's that crater. That's right. Okay, so we've got the crater down there. Bit of a path this way. Up here. So this was the Earth City. That looks... I mean, it also looks destroyed. It's hard to see because there's so much smoke, but there's a lot of smoke rising from those buildings and stuff too, and that, like, whatever it is, if it's a hotel or a conference building or something, looks completely bombed out. And that looks like a radio tower or a power line that's come down. That's a billboard. Yeah. So not much to see. Except that it's all completely war-torn. so this is the crater where the blast, whatever it was, is where the explosion detonated. So much smoke. I mean, that there, like that kind of looks like soot or something on the dome itself, like on the whatever bubble is acting as a boundary. Pardon me. And this is where I think first time we got here, this is how we got here. It was over here somewhere. Is any of this clear enough to see down? I mean, I feel like it's not likely. Yeah. All you're really seeing is more burned out rock. This wasn't there a seed swapping? Oh. So maybe it's not a two-way door, maybe it's a one-way door. I think there's supposed to be a second lookout area to see what Earth is like, but I'm not finding it. This is just down to the crater area. We don't really have... This is just kind of like second ring of stair. Yeah. And we've got... We've got this space that we saw. Oh, up here. That's what I missed seeing. This looks of the tree. Oh, that's when I did come up here before, because I first saw the tree from here. Okay, and then up here. Aha. And there's an achievement. Oh, wow. That's a much clearer picture of the devastation. That really is scorch marks on the dome, though. Okay. Over here, the rock almost has some of its purpley pinky color back. Okay. Yeah, I think I want to go. I mean, I'm gonna go chat with Cecil first, because I want to see if he's gonna give me any other. He probably won't. He will probably insult me because that's what he does. But see if he gives me any other hints. I don't get anything from him. I'm gonna go see what happens if I unplug the battery. I really love this particular root structure because I think it's more open than the other ones. Like there's not, and it's probably because that world's partly destroyed, but I like that it's so open. So this should be Hoonrath. You know what? I'm not gonna check with Cecil. I'm just gonna unplug it. I don't know if anything will happen. We'll find out. Here goes. That would have ruined his plans.
We need to cut off that bleeder tower.
Oh, he's not even gonna give me the time of day. That's funny. Okay. That's very funny. Up we go. All of it, please. Disconnecting the battery might not have done anything at this point. That might have been just what he needed to get carts over. These all seem to be doing their thing. Oh! Oh my gosh! Well.
Almost there. Real good, not much left. Just waiting for all the natural way of things to happen now. Lots of folks left behind, but I reckon they've passed. I don't move real well, carving legs. You can see how useful these tracks is to me. Not sure what's getting into them crazy Capitar critters. They unplugging my battery. We're going home, not wherever.
Oh no.
All right now, I'll power up my override. When the time comes, it works a lot like them little swappers. It'll swap us home. You didn't spend much time here, and that ain't a bad thing. But there were some fine folk. Some real fine folk. I reckon you got the best seat in the house over there. Well, this is it.
He's so sentimental. We're somewhere awfully green.
Wooden places. Wait. I'll be. Harley. She got it right. She got it right.
CW. Cecil.
Caroline. Caroline.
This is so incredible.
Dear Lord. You made it. How many others?
We all made it. I'm heading your way. Stay where you are.
I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, I'm kind of blown away. This is wild. Can I get down? Nope. This is incredible. All of the different seeds are here. That was super satisfying. I was so close to just quitting just before I hit that plunger on the explosives. Thank you so much for walking with me through this. I'm really sad I can't go explore the new world with everybody now. I don't know if that's the feeling you had when you first played it, but I feel like I kind of belong with those people now and I want to go explore and like meet them now that I've gotten them there. What a wild ride. I was way closer to the end than I thought I was. Thank you so very much for walking through this with me. I definitely could not have done it without you. And yeah, I'm gonna take a week or two break here. Maybe just a 1 week break, and then I'm gonna be booting up Myst, and I haven't played it for 20 years, so it'll be super fun to go through and see what I remember. Have yourselves a lovely rest of your day.